Yeah, I think I'm really interested in this idea of vertical studio. I think it's a fantastic idea, especially because all the years work together, and that's a very important learning experience for students as well. So I think I was always excited about the idea, and I think the students are also very, very energetic. So I think, and also from the last few days, I thought also the format of this idea of lectures in the evening and studios in the morning, I think is a very good idea as well, because then you get to learn from what various people who are coming from such varied background. And that was, I think, one of the most interesting things to see, that there's six different people but six completely different ways of thinking. And that's what is, I think, interesting in architecture, because architecture, it's such a varied, it's so subjective and such a varied kind of discipline, that I thought some very interesting ideas have been thrown up the last few days. So I think it's nice. I'm working with the students. The only thing is there's always this expectation of really working things through, and somehow we find that it takes a little more effort to get the students to actually draw. And that's some of the concerns that we've also been discussing with Professor Soni and others, that somewhere there is a kind of paralysis, somewhere you require, the students have to be much more proficient in starting to draw. So I think that is probably the only thing that I would probably, reflect on further. How do we actually make the students so much more comfortable in the act of drawing? But otherwise, I think it's a fantastic experience, and the students are wonderful.
Do you think this activity will help them in their professional lives?
Definitely it will help them. Particularly because, again, working in the profession is really this idea of a team effort, right? So in some ways, they're also learning organizational skills, right? The higher years are actually interacting with the lower years, and somehow there is a camaraderie that is formed within them. So I think it's a very important learning experience, because somewhere you're also able to then understand that as architects you're working as teams, and you have to get out of the ego of the architect. So I think for them, in terms of professional learning experience, it's a fantastic experience.
And how was it interacting? I mean, you are all professionals working in the field,
Yeah.
and now you're interacting with students right from the first year to the final year. How was the experience?
Yeah. So I am also a teacher. I mean, I've been teaching for 10 years now. So I mean, I've always enjoyed working with students, because also what it does is that it helps you articulate also when you're talking to students, because sometimes things are there, but then you have to structure things and articulate things for yourself before you talk to the students as well. So I've always enjoyed working with students. And also, I think what is interesting is that somewhere if you break that hierarchy of being a teacher and being a student, and understand that there is also a lot to learn from the students as well, so it's a two-way kind of a relationship, which is, it's not a one-way. It's not this kind of gurukul where you are sitting and you are somehow somebody who knows everything, and students are just receptive of your knowledge. So I think that's something that we also need to break, and I am sure like all of us have in some ways broken, that kind of boundary. Everyone is learning from each other, and I think that's the fun part of this exercise, where you're learning from your peers, but you're also learning from other groups. So I think that is because also, like we said, like completely different experiences that were brought in the presentations. And somehow it's nice to, because every time I spoke to the students, I also referred to someone else. I said, like, look at how Medapa's group, for example, is also talking about this idea of architecture being the kind of a gentle intervention in the site, and not this idea of mega structures. So I think it was important to also make references to the other groups as well. So I think it's a fantastic learning experience.
I would also like to ask you that the proposals that they submitted on the first day, they presented some proposals. Do you think it had topicality and a timeliness, and also effective utilization of the ideas?
Yeah, I think the first days were very initial. Somehow this idea of the icon, they were thinking of in very almost a little premature ways, because somehow there's also a kind of, the icon also becomes a very globalized kind of identity. So it's very quick, like when you, a very kind of a quick idea of icon is really something. that they also started showing in some ways the Statue of Liberty and the idea of the McDonald's M, and there's also danger to that kind of idea of the icon. But so in some ways, but also there's some interesting ideas that were embedded in it. Not maybe they were not completely conscious of those. For example, there's the idea of working with the inner city that this group is working on, something that came from them itself. So it came through conversations, but it was one of the ideas that was hidden amongst many others, that somehow you had to slowly price out of them as well. So I think, but largely there was a singularity in the idea of the icon. But I think what was nice is in the second presentation that was made, a lot of people have started rethinking that idea of the icon. So in some ways they'd already started to deconstruct that notion of that icon, and they were very receptive to that, which I thought was very interesting. There was one group that was looking at the icon as a system. Someone else talked about the idea of the icon not being a megastructure, but being this idea of a gentle idea that is then inserted. So, and they were very open to this idea of rethinking some of their earlier notions. I think that was really good.
Last question. As an individual, as an architect, and as a person, as a teacher also, what can you take away from this experience?
I think there's a lot to take away in the sense that this 3 days, it's a 3-day short thing. How do you interact with someone? Because, for example, we are used to having longer studios, so the interaction is at much different, kind of different interval in some ways, and so what you achieve out of something is very different. Whereas this is a very short 3-day thing, and I think what is interesting, and that's something that we have been also discussing with our other mentors, that it's not so much the product that comes out, it's the process that they have been engaging with. So I think that is very rich. So in some ways there can be a lot of anxiety. Oh my God, what are they going to produce anything at the end of it? But if you really think about it, it's not. It's just they've learned so much in the last 3 days from a lot of discussions that have happened. We've been meeting late in the nights and the evenings. Very interesting discussions coming back from the students as well. So I think they have. I hope so. But I really think that they have learned a lot from the process itself of the studio. So let's see what they do in the end with it. But there's a great thing. There's a lot of learning to take back from a format like that, which in some ways we have also tried to experiment with. We do something like that in the school back home also, where we have these short workshops in June and in December, and we invite people from various disciplines actually. Sometimes there are only architects, sometimes there are people from other disciplines as well. Maybe that also can be experimented here as well. So,
Thank you so much.
thank you. Thanks so much.